Hey everybody, it's Joe from NCP Outdoors, and again, while I was out at my property, I wanted to share with you this very interesting kit that I was able to get my hands on. I don't think I've done a review of it yet, so I just wanted to kind of show you while I was out here at the property. This is a very unique kit. It has no markings on it. I don't know who made it, where it's from, what country it's from. I tried to reach out to Dave Canterbury to see if he had ever seen something like this, because he collects a lot of these old-timey kits or cook kits wherever he can get his hands on, and kind of uses it for inspiration for some of the products that he sells. But I could not find any information on it, and he didn't seem to have ever seen it before. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up and kind of walk you through what's in this kit, and then tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then maybe going to use this in one of my future cooks. So let me bring the camera in, and stay tuned, and we'll take a look at it. Alright, so let's go ahead and kind of show you this particular kit. So it's got this, it must be an older style kit. This leather buckle strap here is pretty dry. I don't think it's going to last very long. I'm going to have to find something else, I guess, to try to use to hold the kit together. I'm just afraid that this thing is just going to dry rot away wherever it was kept. It definitely wasn't kept very well with the leather, so it's pretty dry. I'm not sure I can kind of pull that back in together, but this is kind of the leather strap that it kind of came with. So I imagine this, again, another indication it's a relatively old kind of kit. So all right, so it's got this frying pan. You can see the textured pattern here in the bottom of it. I'm just going to have to do some scrubbing with, I think, some baking powder and some vinegar, and kind of clean this all up and try to get it kind of get some of this kind of cleaned up. Maybe some barkeeper's friend on the outside here, and then some, like I said, some vinegar and some baking soda here to kind of scrub it up real good. So it does come with this frying pan. Then it has this, what I think is a plate. I think it's aluminum. It all seems aluminum. Definitely not stainless steel. Then it comes with this tea kettle, which is kind of interesting. And again, no markings on it, with a lid. Again, aluminum. And then it does have this handle right here, and the paint's kind of coming off of this, so I want to make sure I clean this really good. And it just has a gripper on it, you know. And so what you do is you can just kind of take it and kind of put it on like the frying pan here, and just kind of grip it, and then you have this really unique handle with this frying pan. So it's really kind of cool. I like that. It's got this rubber stop on this side. I'm not really sure what that particular is for. Me, I don't really quite know. And then of course it's got this pot inside it, aluminum pot, and then of course the larger pot. But you'll notice there's no bail. You can't hold this over a fire or anything. And again, it is all aluminum. So, but this, the frying pan lid, this does not seem to be aluminum. It seems to be a lot heavier grade. I don't know if it's carbon steel. I don't think it would be stainless, just because of the patina and the kind of the rust that's occurred on it. But again, there's no markings on it anywhere that I can see. So I'm assuming maybe this is carbon steel, and the rest of it's aluminum. So I know there's all this controversy about aluminum this, aluminum that. Just boil water in it. Don't really cook any acid type foods in it, like tomato sauce or anything like that, because of the toxic nature of aluminum. But I don't know. I've seen articles and watched videos that go back and forth between it is, it isn't, whatever. So, but it's just definitely a very interesting kit that I was able to get my hands on. And I said this just frying pan is just very interesting. So like I said, I'm just going to clean this up, and then I'll definitely use this in one of my cooking videos. And then the tea kettle, again, no markings on it, and just to boil water, it can't be that bad. So we can just give this a good scrubbing and clean it up. And an old wooden handle here should be able to just kind of you know, again, it has the lid to lock like that, right? Like locks in like that so it doesn't come off, and I guess you just pour your tea. I don't know. That's why I thought with the kettle, I thought maybe this was a British cook kit, but then someone said maybe it was a Japanese or Chinese kit because of the, you know, the tea is so important in their culture. So I don't know. So anyway, I think it's really cool. Like I said, I'm just going to clean up this, scrub this old paint off this handle, and probably have to try to repaint this or recoat it with something. I don't want those paint flakes falling in my food. And then again, just do a good cleanup on this particular frying pan. And then, like I said, it just all kind of neatly fits together. You know, back in here like this with this plate and then the lid, and you know, and then it's got these brackets on the side where you just, you know, put the leather, you know, leather strap through here and through here. You know, pull this, it comes up around, and there you go. And then you just go down this side right here, there, and yeah, and then that kind of just connects in here, and then kind of just buckle it in. I'm going to just do a little bit of this, pull this a little bit more this way. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit that way. Do this a little more. There you go. And then kind of hook it in. Right? And just pop it through. And lock it down. Yeah, and that's the kit right there. I mean, interesting kit. Never saw it before, never seen it, but it'd be really cool if Dave could remake something like this into stainless steel. That'd be a really cool option, obviously, to get rid of the aluminum, but for now, we'll just play with it and have a little fun. So thanks everybody for watching this quick video, and we'll have another video for you soon, so take care. Thanks for watching NC Piedmont Outdoors, camping, fishing, and hunting adventures.